Last year we had the battle of the investment counselors, but this year in finance we're really very fortunate to have with us Harry Wilson. He comes from Harvard, Goldman Sachs, and he has a background. Those are the seed kind of companies. The other one is reverse the signals a little bit. Blackstone Group is the other one. So those are the backgrounds he comes with. And of course, those are the seed companies that end up placements in the U.S. Treasury Department. Not too long ago, President Obama reached across the party lines and asked Harry to come in and help him with the restructuring of General Motors. There was a saying not so many years ago, as General Motors goes, so goes the country. So we're very fortunate to have Harry with us, who's going to give us some insights as to how he reshaped General Motors and possibly the country. Because too big to fail certainly applies to General Motors. So we're very fortunate to have Harry with us.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to be relatively brief. I want to give you a little bit of background on my career and a few themes that I think played out over the course of the last 25 years. Before I do that, I have to make a commercial. Go Steelers. Go Watkins, Apostle family, so you're with me. Though they play at one, in case anybody's wondering. So the quick bio is, as Joe said, I went to Harvard College, class of 93. I went to Goldman Sachs in investment banking, postgraduate training program, then went to Clayton Nuclear and Rice, leading turnaround private equity firm, their training program, back to Harvard for Business School, class of 1999, then went back into private equity, the Blackstone Group, the world's largest private equity firm, and then my old mentor from Goldman started a firm called Silver Point Capital, invested in distressed and troubled companies, and recruited me to help build it with him. We built that firm from basically nothing to about $10 billion in assets, 200 people. I was a partner at the firm. I retired from the firm about almost 10 years ago. In 2 years of public service. The first year I ran the restructuring General Motors on behalf of the United States Treasury, biggest industrial restructuring ever done. And then I ran for office, and I was a Republican nominee for New York State Controller, which is effectively the chief financial officer of the state. I ran on a platform of trying to turn around New York State. I almost won. It was the best Republican challenger showing in the last 25 years in New York. After I narrowly lost in a very tight race, I started my own firm called the Meva Group. Meva is an acronym for my wife and 4 daughters, all of whom are members here. My oldest, Alexandra, is right there. She's now mortified that I called her out, but she's the first A in Meva. Madeline and Eva, my wife, and Victoria and Ariana, our other daughters. What we do at Meva is we focus on fixing underperforming businesses. We'll do it as investors, where we'll take a stake of anywhere from 5 to 10% to a controlling stake and work with the company to help fix them. We'll do it as co-owners, we'll do it as advisors, where we come in and help fix the company just as an advisor, not as an owner. In the last 5 years alone, we've saved 50,000 jobs and created tens of billions of dollars of shareholder value. And that, I'll pause there because that's really made possible by the first 15 to 20 years of my career. I never intended to start my own firm. I never intended to focus on turnarounds. I had a series of experiences over the course of my career, where one thing led to another. And as I was thinking about this talk earlier today and last night, there are really kind of 4 themes that played out through that, and I'll go through those quickly. One is trying to find the marriage between your strengths and your passions. I meet way too many people, young people, older people, who are focused on money, or focused on what's prestigious, or what their parents think they should do. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is finding a job that marries what you're good at and what you're passionate about. Now, I mentioned both because both are important. For example, I'm passionate about basketball. Okay, I'm not very good at basketball. If I had focused on basketball, I'd probably be starving right now. I'm definitely unemployed. So it's finding that marriage of strengths and passions that's important. Secondly, have a plan, but be flexible. There are so many times in my life where I was doing something that 6 months before I never thought I'd be doing. Whether it was working in the Obama administration, I'm a lifelong Republican, never thought that would happen, but I had a plan of working on troubled companies, and I was always flexible in pursuing that. Third theme is invest in people. Some people say networking. I think networking is a terrible word. It implies using people for your own benefit. I think you should invest in people. Develop relationships with people you like, you trust, you might spend time with, and good things happen. I've done that throughout my life just because I really care about people and like people. And if you look at every job I've had, it's always been through a friend or a friend of a friend. Every single one. Even though I had pretty good academic credentials and all that, it's all been through friends or friends of friends. So invest in people. And the last thing is work as hard as you possibly can. Work until you drop. Work until you drop from exhaustion. I hear from, particularly from young people all the time about work-life balance. If you love what you do, it's not work. If you love what you do, it's not work. I still put in 18 hours a day routinely, even though I spend a lot of time every other weekend out with my wife and kids. And it's because I love what I do. I never think about it as anything other than something I'm passionate about. So I'll pause there and turn it over to the next speaker, but I look forward to your questions later. Ed.
Thank you, Harry. That's very sage advice. And I had a friend at IBM who said, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. It sort of underscores what Harry just said. Very important advice.